What's poppin', North Idaho? What is good, rest of the world? It's your man Tyler C. Yo. So we got an announcement today, and I want to read it to you guys because you guys always walk with me through processes with the podcast, and I really appreciate that, which we'll talk about that in a second. But I want to read an email that I got from the folks over at Public Radio Exchange, that's PRX, and the folks over at Google. So it reads as following. Thank you for your application for the Google Podcast Creator Program. We received thousands of applications and appreciate your patience during the selection process. We read through all of the applications and yours made it to the semi-final rounds, meaning it was at the top 5%, which is a huge accomplishment. However, we regretfully, I know it just like messed me up right there. However, we regretfully are unable to offer your team a place in this round of the Google Podcast Creator Program. And then they go on to talk about, they go on to give more feedback, which was awesome. So I want to give a huge shout out to the folks over at PRX. And to Public, so that's Public Radio Exchange. It's the same people who put on, who produce like the This American Life, a lot of those type of shows. But Serial is another one that they produce, I think. But I want to send out a huge shout out to those folks just for making the program. I think it's really cool that PRX and Google have come together to like equip and to give a spotlight to people who aren't represented that much in the podcasting industry. So huge shout out to them. I will definitely, another awesome thing that they talk about in this email and that they've talked about the entire time is that this is only the beginning of the training program. So there'll be another cohort is what they call it. There'll be another group of 6 that they'll be picking in the spring of 2019. So I'll be applying again for that, which brings me to the next point. We definitely want to go back to the drawing table and make sure that we have a really cohesive idea for a podcast. Like, why are we doing the podcast? And that's some of the feedback that they gave us. Like, why are we doing the podcast? Who is this podcast for? What's the real, like, why are you out of everybody in the world doing this podcast? And so I'll be going back and really just fine-tuning what the community experiment is. If the community experiment needs to have, if I need to have an offshoot from the community experiment to make it more specific of what my heart is actually like feeling or what I feel like the Lord's telling me to do. And then also some other things. But what I also want to do is thank you guys, because the amount of just good energy, amount of good encouragement, of love that we got through this process, of people, sending out the prayer hand emojis, of people sending me messages, letting me know that they're praying for me. Like, I really, really appreciate that stuff. It means a lot to me that you guys are backing me, and that you guys take the time to let me know that you're backing me, that you're thinking about me, and that you're praying for me. So I just wanted to give you guys that news. We wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I made it so far though. Like I'm like actually pretty proud that out of thousands of people, they only pick 6 people or 6 teams per group. And so the fact that I made it to the semifinals, out of thousands of people, I was in the last 5% or the top 5%. That means a lot. I don't really have that just means a lot to me personally, outside of podcasting, outside of everything, as far as like life accomplishments, that means a lot. So we're gonna take it back to the drawing table and fine tune some things. But thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your thoughts, man. And push forward. 2019 is definitely gonna be the best year yet, man. Seriously. Even though this kind of not slowed us down, even though we didn't get this opportunity, so many more opportunities are coming. And who knows, maybe in the spring, with a more cohesive idea, maybe we will get in there. We'll slide in there. Thank you so much, guys. Peace.